Good day, friends. I sure am glad you could make it. Well, another day on the homestead. Stuff to do. I'm going to start the day out by adding a piece of corrugated plastic to the top door of the cat house to help keep the rain out. It is a rainy day, although it's not been raining this morning. It looks like it could start raining anytime. And the forecast calls for possible showers off and on through the rest of the week. So let's just see how that goes. But let's see how that goes after I put the corrugated plastic on the door. So let me go get the plastic. We'll put it on the old sawhorses, do our measurements. I've not ever messed with this stuff before, so we'll have to see how I'm going to cut it. Am I going to use a saw? It's plastic. It's probably going to melt. So I'm going to try a set of snips and see if that works. May or may not. I don't know. You'll find out when I find out. Okay, I got my measurements. It's 26 wide, 31 inches tall or long. So I'm going to have to see how that measures up on the corrugated plastic. Corrugated plastic. Lee, why did you use corrugated plastic? Our intent was actually to use plexiglass or Lexan, whatever, and get a sheet. But I don't know if you've priced that stuff lately. But it's like unobtainium. It's crazy. A little piece we just for one window was going to cost us like $38. And that's thin stuff. That's like 1/8 inch. Gosh, that's a lot of money for just that. So we cheaped out and we found the cheapest thing we could that would give us enough material. And that's the corrugated plastic. So that's why. And that's Lacey climbing up on the corrugated plastic. She's going to fall because she's going to walk out to the end and it's going to flip. I suppose I should rescue her. I suppose. Maybe you shouldn't walk on that, baby. Maybe you shouldn't walk on that. I know, you can see through it. It's kind of cool, huh? Well, 26 wide is the full width. Well, that's good to good. And 31 inches tall. Snips did a pretty good job. So there's that. Anyway, now let's go over. Now my plan to secure it is some little tiny Phillips screws. They're button head, so they're flat on the bottom edge where it contacts so that it's not tapered. You don't want it tapered because it'll pull the plastic down into the wood, crack it, split it, whatever. I'm also going to pre-drill everywhere I put a screw. And it should hold up, I hope. I can put a few in the middle to hold the middle down because of the diagonal brace on the door. So, I don't know. Let's just go try it. Okay, I'm hearing some voices real close to the back of our property. I'm going to go check that out. Okay, I didn't see anybody. And the voices could have been farther away. The wind is blowing. Sound carries. There's a huge pond out behind us here. Sound carries off the water a lot farther. We'll just go with that. Okay. One thing I didn't count on, the doorstop. So it won't allow the door to shut because it's hitting here all the way down. That's not good. Okay, well that'll work. Just needed to scooch it in just a little bit to get around that doorstop. My boy is here. Didn't move. In fact, Norman's got sawdust all over him. Still didn't move. Neither did Texas. And this little one has been watching the whole time, right at my feet. You know, when they grow up around you doing construction stuff all the time, and they don't get hurt, and you don't hurt them, accidentally even, they tend to trust you. Maybe too much, but they tend to trust you. And when it's a napping time, cat napping time, these guys go out. Okay, we're going to move on to something else. And we're back at it. So we're going to install another cat door, or part of a cat door. We thought we had a whole nother cat door, but we don't. So we're going to cut the hole out for it, get it ready, put the faceplate on it, maybe hang some screen or something in there just to look like there's something there. Anyway, and it's going to be kind of up high on this wall. The reason for that is because it's higher on the inside than it is the outside. Plus, there's a set of stairs against that wall, so it needs to be above those stairs. And it'll be for the critters to get in and out, mainly out, because we want to be able to lock them up overnight. Not the favorite thing to do, but had a neighbor stop by, chatted with him for a while, and apparently there's a wolf pack, or wolf family anyway, that's moved into the area. A big male, good-sized female, and a pup. So they already took down a full-grown steer about a half mile from here, a quarter mile from here, probably a quarter mile, kind of that way. You don't know what way that is, but that's okay. I do. Anyway, didn't hear, since we've been home, I haven't heard any coyotes. And now I think I know why. Because if there are wolves here, the coyotes and the wolves do not live together, do not play together well. The wolves will run the coyotes off. Yay for getting rid of the coyotes, but now we have a wolf issue. So if it can take down a 9 to 1,200 pound steer, it can certainly gobble up anything we have around our property. So we're going to do the best we can to keep them safe. In the meantime, I'm going to put this cat door in. We'll order the complete door later, or today probably. It'll be here in a couple of days. We should be able to just stick it right in the hole and screw it in, and everything should be hunky-dory. That's the plan. So we're going to do that right now. I just need to measure from the inside and make sure I got my measurements right. It's my up and down measurements that I need. And then start drilling and marking, drilling and cutting. That's the way it goes. Okay, I got my measurements, where to start from. I got the bottom center marked. You're going to see it's going to be quite a ways up on the wall on the outside. It's not as far on the inside because of the floor and all that. I was trying to figure out how to mark it. I put the plate that's going to go in there. I put it on the wall, but I can't reach behind it because it's flanged. So you can't measure it to the outside. You have to measure it to the inside. Anyway, it's flanged. So I remembered that in the instructions is this wonderful template. So might as well use what they gave us. Okay, so if you're doing a square, rectangle, anything, or a circle or anything, and you want to do it with a saber saw, you need to drill a pilot hole. You need one in each corner so that when you get there, you can make that corner. These I probably don't need to. I can probably come down and work my way around, like so. But here especially. Besides that, you have to have a place to start from. That should keep the drill bit from pulling the template away. I hope. Because I was cutting through this thick material here, when I made the corner, the blade angled in. So I just trimmed the inside edge. Okay, so we want something to hang here. So I'm going to go find some screen material, and then we'll cut it to fit the hole. I'll put it up so that when I put the plate on it, it should pinch it in there okay and hold it in place. Norman, don't help. Norman. Norman, you're helping. Norman. Okay, well that's the hole cut and the plastic in place. Now we need to get something for them to climb up to get through the hole on the inside. So I need something roughly 26 inches, could be 25, could be 24, could be 27, whatever. And then probably something somewhere in between so they can hop up the different levels. So I'm on the hunt. Brenda and I were talking and searching the woodpile for stumps. And I remembered there was a big tree that I cut down on the would be the west side of the property in the front, and looked over the stuff that we have here, and sure enough, there's two big stumps there. I'm going to have to get those with a dolly, and you're going to have to watch it from this side of the fence because you can't really see through from the other side. So that's going to be a challenge as well. Anyway, I'll set you up on top of a wood pile, and you can watch me struggle and groan and moan and possibly complain a little bit about getting these big stumps inside the property. All right, I'm going to have to cut the big long log, but before I do, I noticed a couple of what look like 3-inch screws in there, and they're of the variety that I use. So I'm thinking at some point I had something hanging up on the tree. I don't even know what. What would I need 3-inch screws hanging on that old tree? Thermostat. It wasn't the thermostat. The thermostat weighed like a pound, maybe. So 3-inch screws? No, I don't think so. Not even I'm that wasteful. Brenda's sure I'm that wasteful, but I'm not sure I'm that wasteful.
I think you have.
Besides that,
I asked you to do something.
The thermostat was on that tree. Now that I think about it, because when the tree fell, the thermostat went bang. Anyway, I'm going to get the screws out of there. I got to get a couple boards to set it up on so I don't cut into the dirt. And, sorry, squirrel. Anyway, I'm going to go get the boards and get the screws out. Texas, what are you doing? Texas. There's screws everywhere. What are you doing? And you? Well, they'll run as soon as I go get my saw. There won't be a cat near here. No, it's not a 3-inch screw. I wasn't that wasteful. You guys got to go. Especially you. Especially you. What are you going to do? All right. Well, I thought I was done. Then management let me know we're not done. Got 2 more little things to do. Not a big deal. Shouldn't take that long. I just need to go get a different saw and cut a little board in half and use it to partially block the openings for the 2 under seat beds that we have for the cats to give them. Okay. Got those 2 panels mounted where we need them. That's it for me for today. It's dark. I'm hungry. Management said they're going to feed me. Anyway, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. God bless you. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends. Bye now.